Just wanted to do a quick little video here, and I finally decided to break out a real camera instead of just using my crappy phone. Why is the audio so quiet? Am I just talking really quiet? I don't understand. Why do I have to talk so loud? Can I turn the microphone up? Is that better? Alright, I guess that's better. And I can't even tell if the video is actually in focus because my eyesight is so terrible. Anyway, I got two things in the mail here recently. This was just a surprise from a good friend of mine over at Martial Arts Theater 3000. We've been friends on Instagram for a couple years now, and he was actually one of my earliest followers, and we've become pretty good friends over the years. He started his own YouTube channel a while ago, so you should go check that out. I put a link in the description. Hopefully I remembered to do that. But yeah, for Christmas last year, I sent him a little, just a little something. It wasn't anything special by any means. Actually, I think the first thing that I sent him was just Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 on Blu-ray, and then the second thing that I sent him was a Bruceploitation box set called The Real Bruce Lee, and not one of the movies in it actually features the real Bruce Lee. I knew how much he would appreciate that, even more than I did. So he got me back with a little surprise the other day that I never expected. I just couldn't believe the generosity. And I really appreciate it. And I told him how much I appreciated it, but he probably thought I was being sarcastic, because for some reason everything that comes out of my mouth sounds like sarcasm, and I have no idea why. So the first thing that he gave me here was a nice little greeting card. That's me, Big D. I actually forgot what was on here, and it cracks me up still. I'm not really sure if he wanted me to read this on camera, but I'm gonna read it anyway. Oh, Danny boy, the old Savannah calling. I don't know what that means. Hope you enjoyed the best new 4K restoration of the greatest movie of all time. After Jurassic? From Jason. P.S. Those extras though. PSS. These are 4K discs. They won't play on your Emerson VCR. I resent that. The actual quote on the inside of the card says, "Just sitting here thinking of you, hoping you're having a good day. Thanks for being a thrash bro." I have to keep this all nice and neat inside the envelope because I'm sticking that with the packaging of the movie forever. So I know what you're thinking now. What could possibly be the greatest movie ever besides Jurassic? According to Jason, well, in his opinion, it would be this. The brand new limited edition, special edition, full slip, whatever thingy you want to call it, 4K version of Conan the Barbarian from Arrow. I don't have a whole lot to say about Arrow in general after one of my older videos. I think I kind of made it clear how I feel about most of their releases, but this is how you do it right. That's the whole problem with these companies. You shouldn't have to spend $60 or $70 on, the newest version of the movie to get it done right. You just shouldn't have to spend that much to get artwork that doesn't make you want to gouge your eyes out. I have to say, this thing is actually pretty gorgeous. We still got the J card on here, which, the sticker that's supposed to hold it on there basically does nothing, so I'm not really sure why they even bothered. It keeps falling off and I have to keep pressing it back down, and it's eventually going to get lost. I might just take it off and throw it away. A J card is even more useless than a slipcover. I can't really get these super close to the camera, like to show you the details, because my camera is 10 years old and the lens is 17 years old, so the autofocus doesn't work anymore, apparently. I mean, I don't know if it's the camera or the lens, but one of the sensors, doesn't work for the live autofocus. And as I'm speaking ill of the camera, it just shut itself off and stopped recording. So, good camera, you're my best friend. I love you so much.
I love you so much.
I would never say anything bad about you, and I'm definitely never replacing you. Here we have the outer box, the beautiful front artwork, spine, nothing on the back, so forcing you to keep the J card if you have it, because that has all the details on the back. Same artwork for the case, back details on the back, so I guess you could throw the J card away in the trash where it belongs. I initially thought it was 2 discs because I thought it was a 4K and Blu-ray combo, but apparently it's not. It's just the movie on 4K. Disc 1 is the feature, but then there's so many bonus features that they included a second disc. I'm making a point of saying that because Conan the Destroyer is only 1 disc. It still has bonus features, but apparently not so many that it necessitated a second disc. That's really cool, and it has all these extras. I'll probably get around to watching some of the extras at some point, but what I love is the physical extras. I had no idea when this thing was released. I wasn't planning on buying it, so I wouldn't have ever known until Jason sent this to me. But it comes with all of these just amazing double-sided cards. Well, I guess it's not that amazing that they're all double-sided now because it's the same thing on the back of each one. I guess the money's being put to good use. Just seems like a lot of wasted ink and effort. Like, that's what I'll never understand about these companies. Like, all the effort and money that they put into, like, extra stuff, that makes no sense. Like that. There's no reason for these to be, like, for all of these to be printed double-sided, and it just has the same image on the back of each one. Like, how does that make sense? Oh, it doesn't. And there's something else that I have to point out in a second that makes even less sense. Actually, no, nothing makes less sense than this. But the actual unique prints are really cool. Then I have this. Does that count as another insert? I mean, it's just an ad for, like, Arrow streaming or something. Like, they really know their target audience, right? The physical media community who is obsessed with collecting boutique Blu-rays has really made it abundantly clear that they love streaming, right? So anyway, here's the other thing that I was going to mention that makes no sense. In addition to the front artwork, for some reason, this has artwork on the reverse. I'm gonna let this sink in for a minute in case you don't get it. You still don't get it? It's not fully reversible. It doesn't have the title on this artwork. This is just supposed to be like a background thing that you would see through the case, you know, when you take the disc out, so you can see a nice pretty picture there behind the disc. How's that gonna work when it's opaque black? It's extra effort, so that's cool, I guess. They tried, but it's completely misdirected, and it's just an added expense that they pass on to the consumer. Now we're paying more money, or they're going to expect us to pay more money, and that justifies the exorbitant cost of like the regular list price. Like, it's justified in their mind now that this thing normally costs $60 or $70, because they're like, oh, well, you get double-sided art cards and a double-sided reversible cover sleeve or whatever. It's like, yeah, but that doesn't benefit anybody. Like, I can't even see it. I now have to go buy a new clear case, and I can't just buy like how much is it going to cost me if I just buy one single clear case? And then I'm thinking, oh, well, you know, you can just buy like a 5-pack or something, and it'll offset the cost and make it cheaper per unit. But Barbarian is a 2-disc, Destroyer is a 1-disc. So how exactly does that help me? Now I have to buy 2 separate cases individually because they're going to be different specifications. A single disc and a double disc. So how much is that going to cost? Anyway, I'm gonna just get back to the facts. I mean, that is a fact, but never mind. Anyway, on top of the case and the discs, and the J card and the hard slip, it also comes with a poster. Let me see if I can unfold this without destroying it. That's pretty sweet. And the poster's double-sided too. And the last thing inside the box here is this beautiful art book. I'm assuming it's an art book. Yeah, there's some art in this book. There is a shocking amount of text in here. I don't know when I'm ever gonna get around to reading this whole thing, but that's pretty epic. Like, I mean, this book is almost as thick as the case. Like, just for one movie too. Like, that's pretty cool. Like, that is thorough. I have to give him props for that. So that was just Conan the Barbarian. I guess Jason doesn't like me enough as a friend to have sent me both. My collector's OCD wouldn't let me just have the first one. I had to hop online and grab the second one as soon as possible and try to make sure I could get a copy that still had the physical extras with the hard slip and the art cards and the poster and everything, because I know they're limited edition, but I don't know how limited. I don't know how hard it is to end up trying to find something from Arrow once it's sold out, like a limited edition version of a movie like this. Anyway, yeah, I had to hop online and try to get it as soon as possible to make sure it didn't sell out, and to also take advantage of the 50% off sale that was still going on. Like I told him, I've never fallen for one of those Barnes & Noble Arrow 50% off FOMO sales, because that's all it is. It's a trap. I've never bought any Arrow movies from Barnes & Noble, so anything Arrow related that I bought, I always get directly from Arrow's website or just on Amazon. That's because every time Barnes & Noble has a 50% off sale for Arrow or Criterion, I always check the sale, but I never buy anything because I've noticed that their 50% off sale ends up being the regular Amazon price year-round. Same thing happened with this. I just hopped on Amazon and I grabbed myself a copy of Destroyer. Not really much anything much different to say about this than Barbarian. I pretty much covered it. It has a hard slip with the J card. Nothing on the back of the slip. Oh, actually, I forgot that I actually flipped around the reverse art that you can't see through the opaque black case, but you can see it now. I mean, there's no point. I'm just gonna leave it like that, and I'm gonna do the same for Barbarian, because I mean, there's no real point in just leaving the default artwork facing out when you can see the same thing on the slip. So, like I said, this is just one disc, just the 4K disc. It has extras. Brand new 4K restoration of the original negative by Arrow Films. Newly restored original mono audio and remixed Dolby Atmos surround audio. Archive feature commentary by director Richard Fleischer. Archive feature commentary by actors Olivia Dabo and Tracy Walter. Archive feature commentary by actor Sarah Douglas. Blah 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 blah. Brand new feature commentary. Like, okay, so there's 400 commentary tracks on this. Just like the first one. Actually, yeah, let me look at this. Let me look at the extras for the first one. Disc 2 extras. Look how long that is.
That's what she said.
That's longer than the entire description for the second one. It might not look like it, but it is, because it's in a much smaller font. Disc 2 extras for Conan the Barbarian has Conan Unchained, The Making of Conan, an archive documentary from 2000 featuring interviews with Schwarzenegger, Milius, Stone, Jones, Lopez, Bergman, and several others. Designing Conan, a newly filmed interview with production artist William Stout. Costuming Conan, a newly filmed interview with costume designer John Bloomfield. Barbaric Effects, a newly filmed interview with special effects crew members Colin Arthur and Ron Hone. Young Conan, a newly filmed interview with actor Jorge Sanz. Conan and the Priest, a newly filmed interview with actor Jack Taylor. Cutting the Barbarian, a newly filmed interview with assistant editor Peck Pryor. Crafting Conan's Magic, a newly filmed interview with visual effects crew members Peter Curran and Catherine Keene. Barbarians and Northmen, a newly filmed interview with filmmaker Robert Eggers on the film's influence on the Northmen. I think I'm only like halfway done reading this list of extras, and yeah. So anyway, back to Destroyer. Here's the reverse artwork that you're never gonna see unless you flip that art And another advertisement for Arrow streaming. I can't wait to sign up for that. Oh, look at all these beautiful art cards. I think I collected them all. They're all different. That's like the fourth time that my camera has just shut off in the middle of this video. Please donate to my Patreon or my OnlyFans. So now, if my camera will actually let me finish like the last 2 minutes of this video, I can show you the rest. So just like with Barbarian, this also comes with a double-sided poster. Being me is a burden. So this one features Arnold and Arnold due to straight goals. And the last thing in the box is the other art book. Front, back, goals, basically the exact same thing as the book for Barbarian. There's a few really nice prints in here, but it's like mostly like a ton of information, like way more information that anybody has ever wanted to know about any movie in history. And now we have that. So that's awesome, right? Right? So that was just a quick look at both the Conan the Barbarian and Conan the Destroyer super limited whatever edition 4K box sets from Arrow. And I think they look pretty sweet. Oh yeah, so how do the movies actually look? It completely restored my faith in the 4K format. Up to this point, I've only seen 1 or 2 movies that were actually mind-blowing in 4K, and one of the ones that comes to mind is American Psycho, and this is one of the other ones. So I definitely recommend picking them up. The movies are awesome, obviously, nothing to say about that, but the packaging is awesome, and the presentation is even better. Just amazing. Thank you again so much to Jason over at Martial Arts Theater 3000. Go give him a follow on Instagram, subscribe to his YouTube channel, and tell him Big D sent you.
Enough talk.
What is best in life? Crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentation of their women.
Can you believe that? Huh? Can you
I suppose nothing hurts you.
Only pain.
From laps with your 4 wins.
So that was just Conan. That was just
I hate my own ass!
Jason! Jason!